Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy Global. So before starting today's session, I would like to have the input as well as the concurrence regarding the quality of video as well as audio. If it has been perfect, just write perfect over the live chat and then we are going to start today's session. My dear friend, the agenda behind today's video has been quite same. As we had been following so far, we are going to take few number of good numericals based on the concept of engineering mathematics, which has been important for all of the branches. But here, the pattern of the questions is being changed a bit. Now, in today's class, we are going to take 5 to 6 different kinds of numericals based on the concept of calculus. And specifically within the calculus, I am going to discuss the integral part as well as differential part. And now we are going to play in a form of mentees. So what you guys have to do? What you guys have to do? You have to go into the channel and now you come back, come down. Now the comment has been already there in pin chat. You click it over there, you will be routed to the Menti quiz. So what we are going to do in today's class? In today's class, we are going to play the Menti. What does it actually mean of Menti? Probably many of us may not be knowing of it. The questions would be displayed over the digital board as well as over your mobile as well. But in mobile, you will also be getting the options to click which options is been correct. So over the period of time, you will be able to solve few number of questions, or you will be able to solve few number of questions over the period of time. A leaderboard would be created and which will give you a live performance, how you had been performing in front of the rest of the students. How you had been performing in the front of rest of the students. So it is already been there. Otherwise, you can use this one, www.menti.com, and you can use 63917690. No one had been logged in so far. I want from each one of you, they should get login, and then we will start today's Menti. I would repeat once again. Go into the live chat. In live chat, already the link has been pasted. You just click it over here and you will get logged in. I want at least 4 to 5 number of people so that we will start today's session. I need at least 4 to 5 number of people so that I will start today's session. Are you ready? Each one? Yes, one more person had joined. Anyone else apart from this 2 number of people had joined? The 2 number of people had joined. I want at least 4 to 5 number of people. And then I'll show you the question and then we will move ahead. So I will repeat once again, either you can use the menti.com and then you can use this code so that you can play along with me. Otherwise, simply the link has been pasted over. Yes. Maths for you, Sayan Datta. No issue. React जैसा कह रहा है, no issue, no. See what happens until and unless I don't project the questions which had been expected to come over here, definitely it will reject only. So I think it's been the right time. I should start the question now. Now you can see the questions must be visible to you guys. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer for this given question. This question has been a part of gate instrumentation, year of 2008. The problem was framed by IISc Bangalore. Now you can join it easily. And you can see the problem is being given y is equals to x square plus 2x plus 10. The value of dy by of dx at x is equals to 1 is been equals to. The 4 different options are been clearly given along with this problem. Tell me what must have been the best most answer for this given question. I would like to know from each one of you. Tell me what must have been the best most answer for this given question. I would request to each one of you, the student who have been live, they should click. No. What I'm saying, Sayandatta, join the Mentimeter. And then post your answer there itself so that you will be able to compare or compete with the rest of the people as well. I would repeat, use the link which is already been posted above. Use it. Get logged in. Same questions would be visible there itself. And then you have to feed the answer over there. And the rest of the people who have been doing the same, they should also follow the same. This would also follow the same. Everyone is voted. Great. So the answers which have been received, it's been correct for all of them, and I think it has been a quite a straight question. We had to perform a differentiation, and at the end of the day, we had to keep x is equals to 1. But I feel a common mistake the people may do over here. What they can do, they may feed the value of x first and then they can differentiate. No, my dear friend, that mistake should never be happen with any of them. So what has been the question over there? In question, just we have to perform the differentiation with respect to the x. So obviously the x square differentiation is going to be 2 of x, and the differentiation of 2x is simply going to be 2, and end of the day we had to feed x is equals to 1, and virtually speaking the result is supposed to be 2 plus 2, that is been 4. So this kind of simple question is also been asked in gate examination, so do not get confused. This sort of questions are also been important in gate examination. Agreed? A basic mistake nobody should do over here, it's been they may also feed the value of x first, and that becomes a constant, and the differentiation of the constant with respect to the x is simply 0. So obviously this process has been wrong. So are you been ready for the next question as well? Are you been ready for the next question as well? Yeah. Hello, MC. Today I had just been trying to play Menti because I have not been very acquainted with the Menti. But from today onwards, I have been trying that I will start playing the Menti with you guys so that you guys will be more engaging. Sahil Raj, I would request once again, the Menti quiz has already been created and the link has been posted above. Use that Menti link. So let me go back to the next question now. Let me go back to the next question now. So I think this has been the right time. I should go ahead with the Mentimeter. See, this has been the leaderboard. So hello, Casper and Bran the Broken. These are been the 3 player, and as per the amount of time which they had taken, the Casper has been the fastest one. Has been the fastest one. I would repeat to all of us, the student who had joined Lect, they had to use the link which has been posted above. So I think it's been the right time. I should also be focusing over the next question as well. So read this problem carefully, and in parallel, as I had communicated, in parallel you also had to see your mobile as well, because the answer has to be given there only. Yes, just a minute. Just a minute. So here comes the next question. Here comes the next question. Read this problem carefully and tell me what must have been the bestmost answer for this given question. And this has been a problem of double integration, change in order of integration. This has been a problem of change in order of integration. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the bestmost answer for this given question. Read it carefully. Here probably the question may not be that visible, but definitely over your mobile the things are been quite visible, that I know. I have already checked it out. I had already checked it out. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the bestmost answer for this given question. Read this problem carefully and tell me what must have been the bestmost answer for this given question. Read this problem carefully and tell me what must have been the bestmost answer for this given question. Time is almost getting over. 2 minutes time were more than adequate for this kind of question. 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's see how many people had given the correct answer for this given question. My dear friend, the A was the correct most answer. The two other people had given the C as well as D. Yes, let me see who had been topping the leaderboard. So A raw had been improved, and let's see who had been topping the leaderboard. Yes, A raw has been the fastest and topping the leaderboard. Let me go back. Let me focus over this question. This has been a problem of area under the two different curves. And obviously the double integration has been used to solve this problem out. My dear friend, once you'll see this problem out, no, few of the important thing which you must have been noticed has been, I need to find the area under the curve between x greater than y square and y greater than x square. And the limit has been used, no, you yourself you will see, the x has been taken as a function of y. If y must have been taken in the function of x, the vertical strip must have been chosen. But as the x has been taken in function of y, definitely the horizontal strip is being chosen. So let me focus over the x greater than y square. My dear friend, if we'll focus over x is equals to y square, how it looks? The x is going to be always and always positive value irrespective of the polarity of y, virtually speaking, towards right hand side, because the x is going to be positive whether the y has been positive or negative. But they had been focusing over the surface area. X is greater than y square. This has been x is equals to y square, so this reason is going to be x greater than y square. X greater than y square. This reason is x greater than y square. This one. And the same has been y is equals to x square is going to be upper facing parabola. So this is going to be upper facing parabola. This one. This is going to be upper facing parabola. But they had not been focusing over the y is equals to x square. They had been focusing over y greater than x square. No. So this reason is going to be y greater than x square. This one upside. So if we'll talk about the common reason, this has been the common reason which we had to calculate using the integration. Which strip has to be chosen? Obviously the horizontal strip is chosen. So yes, this has been a problem of a horizontal strip. This has been a problem of a horizontal strip. So at very beginning, what we'll do? The first integration is to be taken place with respect to the x. And what about the lower limit and upper limit? This has been, you can see very well, this has been x is equals to y square. X is equals to y square, and the upper side is been x is equals to root over of y. X over root over of y. Yes. So we can take its lower limit. The lower side is been at y square. Upper side is been at root over of y. Once we are done with that, we will take the integration with respect to the y itself. And now the y had the limit as the intersection point between the both of the curves is been at 0, 0. Virtually speaking, the value of y is been 1. And similarly upside, again you will be having an intersection point at 1, 1. So it is simply going to be 0 to 1. 0 to 1. So may I know what had been the best most answer? A has been the best most answer. A has been the best most answer. A has been the best most answer. Agreed, no? So I feel till this point each and everything must be clear to all of us. So I think it's been the right time I should also be going ahead with the next question as well. And I would request to each one of you whether you have been enjoying this session or not, so that in future I would be having more number of questions, and at the same time I will also associate more number of topics within the engineering mathematics, so that you guys would have a better amount of clarity as well as practices. So let me go back. So here comes the next question. Let me move ahead taking the next question as well. So countdown timer starts now, and this question comes in front of you. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer. This again has been a problem of double integration. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the answer over there. Changing the order of integration in the double integration I is equals to 0 to 8 x by 2 to 2 f of xy dy dx leads to I is equals to r s p q f of xy dy dx. What is q? I need to find the value of q over here. So the student who are not been acquainted with the Mentimeter, just what they had to do, the comment is already been pinned. You have to use that comment box. There the URL has been clicked on. Once you will click that URL, it will ask your name. You just feed your name and start playing along with me. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer. The 2-minute frame of time has been given for this given question. 2-minute frame of time has been given for this given question. Read it carefully. I would request to each one of you, either you can use menti.com and then you can feed your code and then you can play along with me. Otherwise, you can simply join with the URL link which is already been posted. I want at least 2 to 3 number of inputs from you guys. Tell me what must have been the answer for this given question. So time is almost getting up. Let me see which was the best most answer for this given question, and then we will move forward. What happened? Just a minute. Okay. Probably there had been a certain disturbance. Have you been able to achieve the presentation, or are you been facing the same problem as I had been facing over here? Tell me. I would like to know from each one of you. Which one? Which one? Which one? No, not this one. Let me go back. This one. Yes. Keep result present. Probably there had been a certain problem. We can do one thing. I'm just discarding this part and I will present the Menti from network requirement. Let's see what had been the problem over here. Why it had been taking again and again this one. Just a minute. That's it. Just a minute. No, wait a bit. Wait a bit. The things would be soon now. Which question it was? B. Let me see that. Let me see that. Okay, great. Okay, that is also okay. Hmm. Roy, probably this was the question which I feel. Yes, here only two answers have been received. A was the perfect most answer. Roy has been doing again great. Yes. So here it starts the question now. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer for this given question. The value of integral from 0 to 2, 0 to x e to the power of x plus y dx dy is. Dx dy is. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer for this given question. What must have been the best most answer for this given question? I would like to have the input from each one of you. I would like to have the input from each one of you. Again, this carries 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes of time, you had to give the best most answer for this given question. So as these questions are being shown in Menti as well, so you can take the reference of the above page. Yes. And again, you can play along with me. If you're not able to connect, you can do one thing. You can use this code now. And that is been 6391 7690. 7690. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer. Two people had given a correct answer. Anyways, it was a quite a straight question. Once you'll focus over this question, no. Probably this has been my first experience in Menti. Probably this has been my second session. That is why I am not very well acquainted with the Menti. But probably in upcoming sessions, definitely will improve the quality of the Menti as well. See, as far as this question is being concerned, no, you have to perform the double integration. My dear friend, where the question has been, where the question has been, which one? Okay, this one. The double integration is to be performed. As you can see, the variables in which the lower limit and upper limit is been fed is been x. So obviously, here the integration has to be made with respect to the y, and here the integration virtually is to be made with respect to the x. But as far as this expression is being concerned, e to the power of x plus y must have been written as a e to the power of x into e to the power of y. I can understand many of the students would make a mistake over here, or they will get threatened over at this point. And now easily the two terms with the function of x and y is been excluded, and easily you can perform the integration now. Easily you can perform the integration now. I can take the reference of e to the power of x. E to the power of x with respect to the x is simply going to be e to the power of x. We will take its upper limit as e to the power of x, obviously, and the lower limit is been e to the power of 0. That is quite okay. Similarly, the same thing goes with the e to the power of y as well. If we integrate e to the power of y, that stands e to the power of y only, and e to the power of y, upper limit has been fed as 2, and the lower limit has been fed as 0. So virtually speaking, the result which we have been expecting is been, just understand this way, which we had been expecting is been, you can do in this way. So was e to the power of y. Now integration of e to the power of y remains e to the power of y, and when we will be integrating with respect to the y, the e to the power of x would be treated as a constant. So it remains e to the power of x only. The integration is being made with respect to the y, and now we will be taking its lower as well as the upper limit. The lower limit is being 0, upper limit is being x, and whatever the result do come, we will integrate with respect to the x, and then comes limit over here in the form of 0 and 2. Quite okay. So here it becomes, as the y has to be fed as x and the e to the power of x is already been constant, we can write e to the power of x outside. This becomes e to the power of x minus e to the power of 0, that is been 1, and here goes dx. Virtually speaking, we had been performing the integration of e to the power of 2x minus of e to the power of x over of dx. And once we'll be integrating e to the power of 2x, obviously it is going to be 1 upon 2 e to the power of 2x, and the integration of e to the power of x simply going to be e to the power of x only, and then comes 0 to 2, then comes 0 to 2. Yes, so from here easily we will be able to get the answer as well. So may I know what would be the answer over there? You yourself would be able to understand it. So the answer which we had been expecting, tell me how much answer we have been received over here. How much answer we had been received over here? So let me check it out. How many of us had given the correct answer for this given question? So from easily we can get the answer. See what we have been doing. So half e to the power of 2x minus e to the power of x. Again the 2 would be fed in. So here it becomes half, and then becomes e to the power of 4. Then becomes, again 2 would be fed in. It is going to be e to the power of 2. Then becomes minus 1 by 2. E to the power of 0, it is simply going to be 1. Minus would become plus now, and it would become plus 1. And once we will be using the identity a plus b to the power of 2, definitely b is supposed to be the best most answer for this given question. So b is going to be the best most answer for this given question. Okay, then in the same sequence we had also taken this question as well. No, probably we could not see its solution. So let me focus over the solution of this question as well. This one, yes. This was a problem based on the change in order of integration. If the vertical step is being chosen, we will choose horizontal step, or the horizontal step is being chosen. Alternatively, we have to use its vertical step. Focus over this question. Once you'll see its limit now, this has been y is equals to x by 4 and y is equals to 2. If the limit has been fed in terms of y, it has been a vertical step. So virtually speaking, we have to use this horizontal step. Let me see how the structure has been. The first was y is equals to x by 4. How it would be? Let me take xy plane. Y is equals to x by 4. It is going to be a straight line crossing through origin. This part is been over. And then comes y is equals to 2. Y is equals to 2 is going to be a horizontal line lifted by 2 unit upwards. It has been y is equals to 2. Then comes x is equals to 0, which has been the x is equals to 0. Y axis has been x is equals to 0. So this has been x is equals to 0 axis. And then comes x is equals to 8. This comes x is equals to 8. So may I know which reason is been bounded? I can understand many of the students would also make mistake over here. This reason is been bounded. Nobody should take the lower reason, because the x-axis of y is equals to 0 is not been the boundation. The boundation is been by 3 different structures along with x is equals to 8. So now vertical step is already been taken. Now I think it's been the right time I should choose a horizontal step. Once we choose a horizontal step, the function would remain same, and that has been fxy. Earlier integration would take place with respect to the x now, and the lower limit of x has been sitting at x is equals to 0, and the upper limit has been sitting at, you yourself would be able to see, this has been y is equals to x by 4. So x is equals to 4y. X is equals to 4y. And as far as the limits of y is being concerned, you yourself would be able to understand, this has been y is equals to 0, and you can take its upper limit, and what it has been, y is equals to, probably it was 2, no? How much it is? Y is equals to 2. Y is equals to 2. You get the answer. But anyways, in this question they had been asking the value of where it has been q. The value of q could have been either 4y or 0, because if we'll change its limit as well, no, area remains area, End of the day, I can take its magnitude. That is why in option nowhere the 0 is been written, because if 0 would be written, no, both could have been the answer for this given question. Because end of the day, if the value comes negative, still I would take its magnitude. Agreed? So till this point, I don't find any of the student would have any kind of doubt at least. So I think it's been the right time. I should also be taking the next question as well. Next question as well. Yes. So this has been the leaderboard till now. So SS had done better, and no, Roy is still been topping. So here comes last question, and it starts now. It starts now. Read the problem carefully and tell me what must have been the best most answer for this given question. Anyways, this question unknowingly had been given only and only 20 seconds. Nobody had given the answer. May I know what had been the best most answer for this given question? What must have been the best most answer for this given question? So I think it's been the right time. I should go into this PDF. This has been the volume occupied by the rotation of a certain contour. So let me come down over here. I had x is equals to y square, which is been start rotating, taking the reference of x-axis. So this kind of 3D structure is going to get made. I need to find the volume occupied by this paraboloid. Yes, it has been a 3D form of parabola, and that is why it is also been called as a paraboloid. Like we used to have a coconut, no? Sort of that. I need to find its volume. My dear friend, so whenever you had a problem related to the rotation, no, two kind of rotation may exist, taking the reference of x-axis or taking the reference of y-axis. See what we had to do, if you had to find its area, no, the best way is been, see, it is going to make a circle, and the radius of the circle has been continuously changing as I have been moving from x is equals to 0 to 1. May I know what had been the radius over here? The radius has been quite same as a y. And here the y is been a function of x. As you go towards right hand side, the value of y or the radius is been keep on increasing. So if I'll talk about the area which is been considered by this circle, it is going to be pi r square, where the r is been simply y. And once we'll take all of the area which has been considered by this circle from lower limit to upper limit, definitely we will get the answer as well. Yes. So keep in mind, whenever the rotation is been taken place with respect to the x-axis, the formula has been simply equals to pi y square, where the y is supposed to be the function of x. Or better way, I could have written this as a y as a function of x raised to the power of 2. And then comes dx, and here you will be taking the limits as well. The limit has been from x is equals to 0 to 1. So it has been 0 to 1. Anyways, what has been the y over there? Y square has been x. So virtually speaking, y square has been simply x. It has been 0 to 1 pi, and here comes x dx. Being a constant, pi has been brought out. It has been simply x square divided by 2. We will be keeping its limit. Virtually speaking, the result has been pi by 2. Pi by 2 has been the best most answer for this given question. Pi by 2 is going to be the best most answer for this given question. Agreed? This rotation may also have been taken with respect to the y-axis as well. And in that case, the volume must have been in this form. Only and only one change would take place. May I know what has been that? This would become pi x as a function of y square, and there you will be having the limits of y, because the radius is being kind of this, where the x is being supposed to be the function of y, or virtually speaking, x has been the radius. X has been the radius. Agreed? No, till this point, I don't find any of the student would have any kind of doubt now. So I would request to each one of you, I want the comment from each one of you. Properly, I will try to manage this complete. So should I arrange this so in future? Probably back to back we will be having then this kind of sessions, and I will be taking the mix of the questions. I will be taking the mix of the questions. Are you guys ready? I would like to know from each one of you. Are you guys been ready? I want the comment from each one of you. Anyways, we had given a best most result this time in engineering services examination as well. I had just been taking the reference of electrical and electronics. AIR 7, 10, 11, 13, 21 all are been produced by Unacademy. And the Pratigya batch, which is already been started from 15th of December by Sujay sir, all of the best faculties are going to come together to teach you guys. Keep in mind, while purchase, the code you have to use is been GA1111. For any kind of information, you can go ahead calling on this number. Then comes amount of money which you are going to spend together. It's been approximately null. Just 4,705 and 6,416 rupees you are going to pay for 15th month and 13th month subscription. And again, the code is to be same. And keep in mind, 23% has been levied just because the new year occasion, and that has been 2023. Similarly, you can also buy our product, and that too on Unacademy platform. That means all of the data are been there in Unacademy platform. The recorded course in English. Our mode of communication is going to be Hindi, and the particular technical words are supposed to be in English only. So for mechanical, more than 1300, for civil, more than 1300, and similarly for electrical, more than 1500, for EC, more than 1400, and similarly for CS and IT, more than 1100 amount of hour we are going to spend together. The amount of money which you have to spare is been just 3,421 and 4,277. That's it. The code which you guys have been using is been GA1111. Yes, keep in mind. Then here comes the English course as well. Gate mechanical, gate civil, gate electrical, gate electronics, gate CS and IT. More than 750 hours, more than 900 hours, more than approximately 1100 hours, more than 950 hours, more than 950 hours. And keep in mind, here our mode of communication is going to be completely in English. For 15th month, you have to pay 4,705, and for 13th month, you have to pay just 6,416. This has been the consolidation of the thing which I had just been communicated. This has also been a consolidation. And yes, if you want to onboard with our previous G Drive course, you had to just spare 2,999 rupees, and you can grab all of the datas which are already been suited by the Gate Academy team, and you can watch in the player. Agreed? So till this point, I don't find any of the student would have any kind of doubt. If you have, you can just place a call on this number. You will be getting each and every individual information. Till then, bye bye. Take care.